right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hi Parker Woodley. Thank you so much for being in the stream. Probably this will be your first time on my stream, so it's not as you can see, it's just a really small stream. But yeah, thank you so much. Welcome in to the stream. And yep, my plan today. I'm just going to rank my JRPG. So this will be a tier list for all of my JRPG that I've played. So as you can see, it says there it's 1995, which is like the year when I was um, born, and up until 2024. So so those will be the coverage of this tier list of JRPG games. Okay, so this is also my first stream for this year. So as you all know, last year it was I'm very consistent last year playing games, but it's only for like one times a week. So I'm only able to play like two games for 2025. So I played Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy IX, wherein Final Fantasy IX I'm still ongoing. So initially I'm planning to create a tier list for all the games that I played, but I realized I only played two games for 2025. So that's the main reason that I just decided to just create my tier list for all of the games that I played or remember. So these are the games that play I played when I was like a little kid. These are the games that I probably watching my brothers play the game, so I kind of knew what was going on and kind of also rate the game during that time as well. So also these are the games that I've finished some of it. I'm almost done with the game, but I'm not able to totally finish it all. Some of it probably I've started for a couple of hours or finish like few chapters of the game, but I decided to switch games and forget to play that game back again. So this will be the coverage of this list. So basically, I just would like to create a disclaimer that these games that I'm going to judge or I'm going to create a tier list right now would be like the games, or I can only like rate the game based on my memory. So if I played the game like let's say when I was like a junior high, so probably the one rating the game would be the 14 or 15-year-old me. So please take note of that. So that's what I'm going to do today. But the reason why I would like to do this is because since we're planning to play a lot of games, especially this year, I'm really planning to be very consistent on my stream. So as you guys all know as well that I already stopped, I already like set aside some of the things that I'm doing right now. So previously I'm teaching in different schools here, but I also decided not to just teach and focus on the things that I feel like matter the most for me right now. So one of it would be streaming, and I'm just doing one job right here. So I promise to be very consistent for the year 2026. I also have a lot of things to do in the stream on my mind right now, but I'm not going to spoil any of you. But that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not sure if we can still play today, but what I'm planning to do aside from of course doing the tier list here, so of course I need to remember some part of the game. So these games are like I played it like 10 years ago, so I kind of need to remember the feeling of playing the game so that I can judge or do my rate. So again, disclaimer. So these are the games that I played when I was a kid. So probably I have like full exposure on the game. I have very few exposure. I probably be the main guy who's playing that game, or I'm just the one who's watching my brothers play that game. So that's what I'm going to do today. But I'm going to remember all the games that I know, and I'm going to create a tier list of those games for 2026, and let's see what will happen after I played those games again, and how would I rate it. Main reason why I think about this one, if you remember, like if I'm going to rate Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy IX previously, when I like a year ago, I probably would rate Final Fantasy X higher than Final Fantasy IX, but just recently I played those two games, 10 and 9, but I just realized that I love Final Fantasy 9 even more. So I'd like to compare my tier list after and before I play those games. So yeah, welcome in to our stream. So yep, I'll be watching some of these trailers first, and then probably judge where I'm going to put those games. So these are the games that probably caught my attention, and I'd like to create a tier list for them. So these are the things that I previously play, like Final Fantasy, Dragon, Legend of Dragoon, Chrono Cross. Wait, I think I'm just going to close my Steam right now. I am planning to just put Final Fantasy 9 as like a background music, but I pretty much can't do anything, like it's lagging so much. So yep. So these are the games that in my mind right now, like they play, like Legend of Dragoon. I played this when I was elementary, so that's probably like 10 to 11-year old me. I I remember that fought a boss before that's like a really big snake, and after that I don't know what happened on the game. But I still remember that I really enjoyed this game, and it's kind of like mind blowing if you play this game, especially back then. Like yeah, you're meeting dragons. You're able to combine yourself with this incredible suits. So I kind of put it on the games that we're going to also create a tier list with. Okay. What else? Chrono Cross. So also this is one of the games that I know that I almost finished this game, but not entirely. But of course, I really enjoyed this one uh, during the PlayStation 1 era. Yep. Okay, let me add some few more. So I'm going to add here Lunar. Okay. Silver Star, sorry. Probably we just put Lunar, and this Lunar I even still have, I previously even have the original CD of this game, but let me save it here. Okay. Okay, let's upload the Lunar here. So this will be a pretty much very chill stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to play later on, but right now I'm just still trying to find or collect all the games that I played or that I'm really interested to. Like I'm like when probably the least that I've got here are the games that put marks on me, like probably like what I feel like is interesting. So those are the kind of games that I put in here. So what else? Hmm. Let's add tactics games like Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay. Yeah, consider Final Fantasy Tactics a JRPG. So FFT. Oh, this is going to be hard for sure. Not sure if you guys heard the game Hoshigami, but I really, really love this game too. There's only few people who knew about this game, and I still would like to put this one, Hoshigami. What else? The Devil Survivor in Devil Survivor in DS. What's that game called? Yeah, that's one. I also love this. I remember playing this game. I don't have the actual before. Like I used to have like a 3DS, but not the DS version. It's more on back then. I only played the emulator for the DS. But I've got the 3DS version, but I realized that it was expensive back then to buy CDs for 3DS. So most of the games that I play after PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 are more of like just the emulator. But yeah, Shin Megami Tensei. So again, this will be on the spot, like very spontaneous. So I never really thought about the games that I'm going to put in here. So basically, these are the games that I feel like that deserves recognition or something that might need to know by some people, and then I just would like to rate them. But all of these games that I'm going to put in right now probably put mark on me. Like if I remember them for sure, I love playing those games. So that's what I'm going to put in here. Azure, what's that game called? Azure Tower, PS1. So I'm just trying to remember. So again, this is very spontaneous. I never thought about it. I probably miss some of the games that I also really love. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm collecting games, or I'm trying to think what the games deserve to be on the list. So everything on the list probably it already put certain feels, or it's already like worth the try. That's what I'm going to say. But of course, we're going to create a tier list so that we're going to have a sure dream. So okay. I even forget the tower. Like I remember this game. Like when I search it here, I even put Azure Tower because I remember playing this game. Like we're just inside the city, and there's just like a big tower that we need to explore. I really thought back then that after we finish the first tower, we can go to a different town because if you're going to play RPG before, like role playing, like it's almost impossible for you to just stay on a single place, like on a single town. So on this playthrough of me, I remember playing this way back. So that's me, my little me playing this game. I remember that I'm really excited to beat the tower inside the town because I'm able to see that there's like still desert on the town itself. Just we're just like covered of like big walls. So I'm thinking back then that oh, after I finish this tower, I might be able to get to a new town, and that might be a different tower. But it turns out that after you finish the tower, you're just going to stay on the town here. You just have to stay inside the town and upgrade your home. Kind of this reminds me of like Rune Factory, some sort of like you just have to improve your place inside the town, and then um, continue exploring. It's like a Pokemon type of game, almost similar to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So this one really, this one is really interesting. Also, very few people know about this game. Now I'm really excited because um, hmm, okay, Final Fantasy Tactics, Hoshigami, Devil Survivor. Okay, how can I put a lot of this? Okay, one, two, three, one, two, three, four. Okay, can add three, right? Okay. Whew, this is going to be really hard, but I'm really excited. This is the first time that I really try to create a tier list of all the games that I know that I played that I already I have idea. So again, these are the games that I probably finish all of it. Probably just finish some of the games, but I already have an impression on the game. But doesn't mean that if you haven't finished the game, like you don't really like it. Like especially before when you're a kid, it's so hard. It's hard for you not to switch games. So that's what I can say. Um, what's that? Okay. Oh, thanks for never heard of it. The Azure Dreams. Yeah, this is one is in a PlayStation. I'm not sure if we're about the same age, but I'm 30 years old. Just to let you know, Parker. I'm not sure if we're the same age or most of the time, if there are people who's dropping by on the stream, they are usually like way younger compared to me. Like I do have people here just like 16, 17 years old. So yeah. Okay. Let me show you the trailer of the game. That's your dreams. So that's your. Hmm. Hmm. I still remember this guy. This is like the main Pokemon. If I'm going to compare it to Pokemon game, that's like the Pikachu of that game. Azure Dreams. Oh my god. Whew, I really love this game, but I'm looking for a good trailer for you to have an idea on what I'm talking about. Yeah, a lot of people never heard of that game. You see the trailer. I haven't. Okay, disclaimer. When I'm watching the trailer, I probably don't watch even the trailer because most of the time, there's no. I'm not sure if there's really like YouTube back then, but for sure, no one's surfing the net on that time, like PlayStation One era or Game Boy. So even this might be my first time also watching the trailer of the game. Because again, there's no YouTube back then. If there is, it probably be just like startings and no one's even like posting like trailer about the game. So yeah, let's try watch this one. So yep, this is like if you played like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so the feels would be almost the same with Mystery Dungeon. Aside from not aside from that you're not a Pokemon, but you also have your main guy like a person, and you're accompanied by your Pokemons. I mean, by the monsters. Oh, there's also I remember there's also like kind of festival here. Same in Harvest Moon because you're kind of once you get out of the tower, you kind of need to upgrade your house, home, and yeah, you basically also need to communicate with people. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but it's so yeah, that's the maximum super gay. Look at that. And the thing with this one, if I remember this right, every time that you get into the tower, you always have to start with the first floor. So it's not something that you can finish or it's not something that you can continue like let's say you you ended up finishing up until to the 10th floor that you once you go back to the tower you're going to start with the very first floor again. But of course, since you're much more powerful, you have more equipments, you can get deeper to the tower on your next tries or every time that you get into the tower. I'm not sure if we have. Okay, I'm not sure if that might be the best trailer for that game, but let me see. Let's see this one. Okay, I'm sorry for the ads. Whoa. Yeah. I might need to just disable my add-in Twitch, but okay. I'm not really sure how. Let me just replay it in case you miss it. Oh, it's so 1997, 1998. So, hmm, almost 20 years. Oh, look at that. That's the town, and this is the tower that I'm talking about. And again, like what I've told you guys before, like I initially thought that after, I mean, like after we beat this tower, like we can go to a different town. But the thing with this game is that you're just going to play the game all throughout with that single town, and you just have to explore that really big tower. Eh, Like how interesting would that be if after you gone with the first hour, you can go to a different town or city? That's what I really imagined back then, and just probably my little mind, or like the imagination when you're a kid is really really high. Whoa, look at the map. Oh my god, just watching these games gives me so much nostalgia. Like, oh my god. Once I've got myself like my original hardware of PlayStation, I'm going to stream this game too. That's what I promise. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Boy, that's the whole town. That's the whole town. That's the tower. Look at that. Whoa. Yeah, this is the whole town. Basically, you're going to leave your life here, and you just have to explore that really big tower. This one. And then you have your own laboratory of monster, which is really really cool. Ah, I can't remember these people. I just remember the feeling of the game. This is the main Pokemon, like the main monster. Okay, so yeah, we're going to add it on our list. It's going to be very hard because these games are really special for me. So again, these games that I'm picking right now, something that's really special to me or for me. And again, it's very spontaneous. I might miss some of the games that I would like to put on my tier list, but whatever, like whatever on my list right now is what I'm able to remember. So, yep. Again, I'm planning to play all of this very, very soon. So, once I acquire my own original console for PlayStation 1. So, speaking of games that's never been heard of, so I'm going to put this one on the line next. Guardian Crusade. So, yeah. So, Guardian Crusade, this is also in PlayStation 1. Um, this one is very. I'm not sure how to describe this game, but I also enjoy this one, so I'm going to put this one on our list and decide how I'm going to put them on this. So Guardian Crusade. So Guardian Crusade. If you haven't heard that, like the main guy is not talking at all. That's what I remember about this game. I'm not sure why he's not talking, but I never. It's like just a really like a character that doesn't speak. I'm not even sure what. I think we're just trying to chase something, and this little monster, this one is like adopted. Like it's not adopted, but there's like an egg, and there's like huge birds flying around the place, and then we're able somehow it was dropped to us. That's what I remember on this game, and this monster pretty much become our best friend on this world. So I also love that game. I probably need to. Okay, let me add that. Let's watch the trailer too. I'm really having a good time here. This is the first time that I did this, and I think it's really, really fun. Oh my god. Because I'm able to reminisce all the games that I played. And again, if I'm rating this one now, all my ratings would be based on what I remember on that game and the feeling that I remember during that time. So
Level up your
oh my
self-care
god.
with Vaseline
I'm really
Glutathione
sorry for
Growing
this.
Restore. Feel the power
Yeah.
of glutathione and 70 times collagen.
Yeah,
Experience
again, I'm
firm,
really sorry
radiant.
for the ads. And again, what's more interesting about this one? It's going to be the same for me too. Like this is my first time seeing the trailers of this game. Most of it, again, back then we don't have such trailers that we can watch before we actually like buy the game. So we pretty much don't have any idea aside from looking at the disc itself, like looking at the front image of the disc and looking at the back details. Like there's a little details about the game on the back of it. So that's the only thing that we can uh, know before buying a game. So yeah, pretty much this will be my first time also watching these trailers. Yeah, those are like the flying monster that I've talked about. This is also a turn-based RPG game. Hmm. What? I can't remember that part. Raise a baby monster. So I told you it's just more of like uh raising a monster or like this pink little guy. I don't know what this guy is or what's the story behind it. Guess I can pretty much remember what's happening before. Just more of like the feeling of the game that I'm trying to recall. Yeah, just watch it for now. Yeah, I remember I'm stuck on this game. I know that I haven't finished this one because we've somehow sailed using a ship and then I'm not able to figure out where to actually go on the story. So that's the main reason that I haven't finished this game. So I remember that I played a lot of it, like tried to explore the whole place, but still can't figure out where to actually go. So that's pretty much what happened to this game. But I really also enjoyed this game. Whoa, look at that monster. Oh my god, look at that. All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, what else should we put in here? So we have Chrono Cross, we have Lunar, Azure Dreams, Hoshigami, Devil May, Survivor, Guardians Crusade. Hmm. What else? What else on my mind? Hmm. I like to add Final Fantasy games, hmm, but I just recently played Final Fantasy 9, so I'm not going to include it here. I also just played Final Fantasy 10, so I'm not also going to include it here. Final Fantasy 4, I played it, but I don't think it's memorable enough for me to put it on my list. The Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 3 as well. I played both the DS version, but for some reason it did not connect to me that much. But just maybe if I have to play it again, I put it on a better standing. Hmm. What else? Carjan, Crusade, Chrono Cross, Lunar. For Lunar, I'm just going to include Lunar, Silver Star Story, and the Part 2 on the same category or same game. So, yep. What else? Suikoden. I played the Turk Race. Turk Race, I'm not sure. The Suikoden. Mm. Okay, this one is also nice. I love remember playing this game. I really enjoyed it, but it's not memorable enough for me to add it on my list. Mm, there's this one. Nostalgia DS version. Ah, this one. Okay, I'm still trying to remember. I think there's still one more game that I. There's still one more, like Sand of Destruction. Sand of Destruction. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm going to put this one, Son of Destruction. I played it in. This is also in DS, and I can't remember what happened to the story, but the cast, the Steady Bear, I still remember all of them, but I can't remember what happened to the story. But what I know is that I enjoyed playing this game. It should be added on my list too. So let's put it on our list. Okay. Uh, uh, so so mm, okay. Do we have like just the box only? Sand of Destruction box. Okay. Xenogears. I think Xenogears is already mentioned a lot of times on like every tier list, so I'm not going to add Xenogears. Also for the reason that I haven't played it that much. Like I probably like played like the first part of it and haven't really grasped what's really happening. I know it's a great game, but I'm not going to include it on my list. It's pretty much like even the Chrono Trigger. I'm not going to put it here. I know I've gone really far on that game, but it did not appreciate it as much as others appreciate that game. I know a lot of people will hate me for saying that, but yeah. And what else? Okay, I'd like to add the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, like the red and the sky. Oh my god. This one, I really love this game. I'm not a fan of like a Pokemon like the turn base, but the Mystery Dungeon, the story of this game is really so easy to, what do you call that? It's easy for me to grasp what's happening, and that's really important, especially if your audience is like like pretty young but back then. So like I played this game when I'm really young. So Mystery Dungeon, red. So let me add it on our list. So again, this is my list for 1995 to 2024. Again, disclaimer: these are the games. The way I rate it is based on my memory and what I remember on that game. And pretty much all the games that I'm going to add here, something that I remember a lot or really special for me. So everything is really good on its own yeah. So like what I've told you, like the Chrono Trigger, I did not add it here just because I know I played it. I played a lot of it, but it did not connect to me that much. So not going to put it here. Even the Final Fantasy 3 and 4. I played the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 as well, but I also cannot get into the story of the game, so I'm also not going to add it here. The 9 and 10, I can't add it here because I just played it last year and just still playing the Final Fantasy 9. So those are the reason. But yeah, let me add the what else? Mm. Let's add the Mystery Dungeon, the Sky version. I also would like to add the. Uh, okay, I'm going to start rating this now. Um, Azure Dreams. Whew, this is really hard for me. I really love Azure Dreams. Like I'm going to probably put it in my A list. Uh, Legend of Dragoon also here on my A list. Final Fantasy Tactics. Just going to put it here. Oh, this is really hard for me. Like I know, like Legend of Dragoon, it's like a pure 3D RPG game, full blown RPG game. But I also haven't like fully finished the game. But I remember enjoy playing that game, and for some reason I just decided to choose a different game. So so yeah, but I know it's still a really great game. Hmm. I think Hoshigami. I'm going to put it on my B list, but again, all of the games that have here is already like special to me. So I'm going to already recommend them. You playing some of it, you might not totally like because I've heard a lot of people who doesn't like Hoshigami, but I really love the difficulty of this game, and yeah, I just really love the difficulty of that game. There's really a lot of grinding that's going to happen, but I think it's really part of the game, like the grind. Like if you need to put yourself hours of playing just to level up your character for a certain place, I think there's a certain beauty about those kind of games, and if it's like properly executed, you're just going to love the grinding of that game. So I feel like Hoshigami pretty much done well on this game. But I think most of the people who played this game actually played it um, very like they probably played it like when they're too old, and probably by that time you're not as patient as you are when you're a kid, wherein you have so much patience, wherein if you're enjoying the game, it doesn't matter if you're going to grind or not, right? Okay. Pogon Misery Dungeon. This is also hard for me. I'm going to put it here. Where's the Sky version? Okay, where's the Sky version? All I can say is like the Misery Dungeon Pokemon, in terms of the story, is really in top tier. Like you're never going to play any Pokemon games that will hook you so much, especially these games. Okay. Also, okay, I remember some games here like the what do you call that? The one in okay, I'm trying to remember a game. Chrono game PS1. Chrono Cross. There's other one, right? Hmm. There's one game in PS1 that almost the same like Legend of Dragoon that you need to put certain command or button on your controller before doing an attack or damage. I can't remember, but I need to put it on my list. Okay. Okay, Chrono Cross is also on my A tier. Uh, Maybe I put this one a little bit lower. Put this one a little bit lower. This one. Uh, okay. This might change in a bit. I just feel like the Devil Survivor. It's one of those games that would. This one is really scary as hell. Like when I play this game, like you will see people, and then on those people you're going to see their numbers, and those numbers represent the number of days that they were going to live. And in the game or in that world, once that happened, like when you see your person like a lot of person that has like a lot of one on a specific place, you know that there's going to be a really hard monster or boss that will appear on that place, and that's really scary as hell. I'd like to put this here because the story is so good that I need to put it on a A tier. Aside from other games here that I can't really connect that much, aside from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but the gameplay is also cool. But I think they leveled with the games here. Okay, all right. What else? I'm remembering some of the games that I play. I think there's this famous GameCube game that I played also. Airship. The Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, that's one. Well, let's watch the trailer of Skies of Arcadia. I remember playing this game, but also it's one of those games that I only play quite. I only played it for certain part, but really haven't totally finished the game. So, but I remember enjoy. I remember that I enjoyed that game so much that I don't know the reason sometimes why I'm not able to finish these games. Okay. Skies of Arcadia. Sands of Destruction. Okay, Sands of Destruction. Okay. Skies of Arcadia. Okay. Let's watch a trailer for Skies of Arcadia. So maybe I can remember some of the games that I played. Mhm. Skies of Arcadia trailer. Again, I'm sorry for the ads here, but like same with you guys, this will be my first time watching the trailer. Trailer 1, trailer 2. Let's just watch this.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set up.
Yep, again, this list that I'm creating right now, it came from my memory. So again, we're planning to play all of these games again, but for now, this is how I rate these games based on what I remember and what I feel during that time. What? That's it? Wait, let's watch the. That's the trailer? That doesn't look like a trailer to me. Let's watch this. I still remember one game, like the Threads of Fate, because of these characters, the sprites. Hmm. I just remember the weapon of the girl. Like it's like a circling. It's like a blade, like a cir. I don't know how to describe the weapon of the girl, but it's like a blade, but it looks like circling around your knuckles. But I think that's something that also she throws in a game or in a battle. Okay, I also love this one. Anyway, okay, Sands of Destruction. Okay, Skies of Arcadia. Let's put it here. And let's add Legend of Mana. So Legend of Mana, I think I'm going to put this one on my A tier. A tier list. I just really love Legend of Mana. Like how huge that game is. Okay, let me put it here. And the battle system, it's not the same with the other games that you've played, but it's really, really engaging. Oh my god, so I really love that game. One more, I'm going to add the Tales of the Abyss. Oh my god, this is on PlayStation 2. I remember this game that I even bought 2 CDs of this game because the first one is like Damage. I'm not sure that sometimes if you played it before, like you're playing a CD, like if playing it a lot of times or huge hours, like there will be just time that it's going to stop working, and that's what happened to me here on this game. I still remember I'm very frustrated when that disc was broken for some reason. So yeah. So let's add it here. Okay, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky version, I think I'm going to put it on my A tier just because the story is really good. B-list, Sands of Destruction, Guardian Crusade. So let's put it here. There we go. There's also one game that I also love, like the Monster Seed. This is like a tactical RPG. Tactical RPG. Like, there's so much hate on this game, but it's like a Monster Rancher and tactics at the same time, like Monster Rancher and Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's watch the trailer. Oh, it's a 1999 game. Look at that. But again, even though that these games are on my like C tier or D tier, all of these games are really memorable for me, and I already love all of these games, so I just need to make sure to create a tier list for me to decide which one is better and which of these games, which of these games that I'm able to connect more. But I already love all of these games here. And let's watch the trailer. That's the main character. Okay, that one is a really good one. Sometimes these games are really difficult. Like this game, Hoshigami, are also difficult. Like it's really way hard to beat those games. But I think there's a beauty on games that are really hard to deal with. So I'm just going to add it here. So again, let's add on them. I think they deserve to be known. So that's why I'm also adding it on my list. Man's Seed. I know a lot of people also haven't heard that game, so yeah, totally get you. Hmm. Okay, so Breath of Fire I also did not add it here because I only played it couple of hours and can't put myself to that game too. So Master Seed is here. What else? And this one is really exciting. Like it's really hard to understand the mechanics of that game. Like probably even before I stop playing that game, I don't totally understand what's happening on that game. But I know it's really hard. I know that game is really hard. It's like you're going to fuse monsters and you don't know what will happen to those monsters. And it's a tactical game, and sometimes you just don't know what's happening, and you just keep losing on every battle. But I enjoyed how hard the game is. So yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think what else should I put it here. What's what is the work of Monster Seed? What do you mean by that? Hmm. There's other tales that I played in PlayStation 2. Ah, okay. Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts PS2. Shadow Hearts. I played the one, but I only would like to include the Shadow Hearts Covenant. Yeah. This is where I played most. Also this is one of the games that I really haven't finished, but I know I've enjoyed this game. And I know it's also really hard back then for me. I think it's one of the reasons that's why I stopped playing this game because it's really hard, and I mean it's really hard on my level. Again, if you guys remember, I playing these games like I'm on like 10 years old, 11, so I don't have much of experience on dealing some of it. So that's why I appreciate those games that I really have hard time to deal with, that I need to grind a lot, but I'm still able to push through with the game that I really gone really far, like Hoshigami, Monster Seed. I know those games are really difficult, but I'm able to progress a lot on the story. But again, I haven't finished this one. I think I only like one boss. one boss away for me to finish. But yeah, it's crazy that I haven't finished this game because, the hard thing about Hoshigami, just to let you guys know, is that you have your main characters, and once your main characters die in a battle, like you're playing in a battle like for, let's say, one more than 1 hour now, and you're like all winning for most of the time, and then just suddenly one of your main characters died in the battle. On They will die in the story. So basically, you're going to lose that character. So either you have two options: either you reset the game, load it, and start from scratch, so doing that really long battle, and or just proceed on the game without that main characters of yours. So that's how crazy that game is. I don't know who who decided that, but I enjoyed that game, and I enjoyed how cruel that game is. Like that's very cruel. Like, remember, if you're playing Final Fantasy 9, like you have Zidane, Garnet, and Vivi, and if they die in a battle, you cannot able to use them again. So that's how crazy the mechanic is for Hoshigami, and that's also the reason why I know that there's a lot of people who hate that game, but I loved it. So again, I just okay. This is my tier list, but again, these are the games that I really love already. So worth the recommendation. Shadow Hearts. mm, let's put it here. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm actually thinking to put Chrono Cross, Legend of Dragoon, and Chrono Cross a bit high, just because they deserve it. Okay. Mm, Yeah, yeah. I think this is way, way good. Mm, okay. I'm going to put Lunar on my tier list S. Okay, sorry. I know you're going to hate me for that, but that's my all-time favorite game. You can argue with me on putting Lunar on the top list. Also, Tales of a Beast, it's also in my top list. It's also my all-time favorite. I really love the story. I'm so connected with the characters on these two games. I think that's what my tier list is about. Like, it's a combination of a good mechanics of a game and how connected I am to the characters of the game. So that's what maybe what I'm okay. So yeah. What else should we put here? I'm still thinking. I know there's still a lot more of games that I haven't thought about, but right now this is my tier list. Again, Oshigami, Guardian Crusades, Monster Seed, though they are on the bottom of my list right now, it doesn't mean that they're not good. So they are the games that I also enjoy playing, but I just need to make a decision right here. Actually, I need to decide because these are really, really good games. Hmm, yeah, I think this one is a good list. Hmm. I'm still thinking of the games that I need to add. For sure, there's something that I miss here. So again, I didn't include Final Fantasy. I feel like it did not connect to me that much. Of course, Final Fantasy 9, I cannot add it here because I'm still playing it in Final Fantasy 10. But what I'm talking about is like the Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 4 that I also played. Even the 1 and 2. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. I need to add a Kingdom Hearts here. This is really hard for me. Kingdom Hearts in PlayStation 2. I'm not sure where exactly should I put. There's so much feels on this game that I can't even explain. But it's hard for me to judge or to put this one or where I actually put this game on my list because I played this but I didn't get too far on the game. So that's maybe I'm having a hard time. But whenever I hear the music of this game, the background music, just exploring the town, it's so beautiful. Like I know that I enjoy that game, but I haven't like totally finished it all. So that's sad. What else? Game Boy, the Golden Sun. Let's add it here. Game Boy. Mm. Okay, I'm going to add Game Boy Golden Sun. I used to play Golden Sun and Pokémon Mystery Dungeon at the same time, so I really love those games. So okay, now it's getting more interesting. Now it's giving me a hard time. Now, how should I move this games? I might change some of it, but put Dragoon a bit lower. Chrono Cross 2. Okay. There's one more. The game in the DS that moves through time. Okay, game in DS moves through time. Mm, about time travel. Yeah, this one, Regent Historia. I really also. This is also hard for me. I'm not really sure where to put this game, but I'm also, for some reason, they're able to execute this game really well. Like I'm so attached with the story and stuff like that. Oh my god. Now that's really hard for me. Because I can't remember totally what happened to the story, but what I remember feeling like is like Rage on the Story will give you this so much connection to the characters that when you choose this certain path of the story, that it will it will lead you wherein your main characters died. And the good thing about it is that you can just travel back in time and just try to save them. And it's really beautiful how they crafted the story for some reason. I think they deserve really high. But I can't remember totally the characters of the game. That's what I'm really okay. That's hard for me because I can't totally remember the characters of the game. Unlike this first two, I remember that I don't like to let my character die, but I can't remember them totally. So I'm just going to put them on my A tier list, and then I need to put one down. Mm. This gives so much feel. Also, this one. Oh, okay. Let's just keep it that way. Hmm. Okay. Okay, what else? What else on my mind right now for me to add on my list? So again, this are the games on top of my mind. So I really haven't thought about all of this, but those are the games that I feel like very memorable, very special for me. And if I rate them lower, it's just because I need to create a decision for me to create a tier list, but uh, yeah. Okay, let's look for. Okay, I'm thinking for a the tier game, something that's memorable, but it doesn't click that much. So that's what I think about my tier D list. Mm, mm, mm. Rhapsody. This one game. This one. Okay, this one. For some reason, I also love this game, but I'm going to put it on the tier D. I think there's so much need to improve on this game, but this is like it's very memorable in a sense that I can still remember it until now. I haven't. I also love how they can capture monster part of your characters, but I'm going to put it on my tier D list just because it lacks of mechanics, but it's still memorable for me, and I think it's still one of those games that I would still recommend, but I just need to add a tier D list here. Oh, I almost forgot the Pokemon, the Digimon World. Not sure if I add the Digimon World 3 or the Digimon World 4. Hmm. There's so much feels on this game too. Okay, that I'm not sure where should I put this. Like Digimon World 3. Okay, Digimon World 3. Okay, all right. So okay, let's put this one a bit here. Chrono Cross 2, the Chrono Dragon Legend of Dragoon. Hmm. Sands of Destruction. Okay, Pokemon Red version. Okay, okay. Hmm. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a good list, but I just put down Chrono Cross and Legend of Dragoon. I feel so much guilty on doing that. But again, probably if I played it again, this might be a different story. Like my tier list would change a bit after playing them again. But this is what I feel like about these games. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, what else? Am I forgetting something? Breath of Fire. I also not added it here because I played it, but doesn't. It's not so much. So I might add it just to D, something like that, if I'm going to add it here, which is I feel like unfair for that game. What else? Wild Arms. I played Wild Arms 5 or 4. Okay, this one is nice. I'd like to add this one. Okay, but I'm not going to add it in a really high state because box. But it's very memorable for me, so I'm going to put it on my list. But again, this game is like one of those games that I told you that I probably play, but it's not that much. So, but I still remember that game, so I feel like it's still very special. So I'd like to put it on my list. However, I'm just going to put it on my D tier. Anyway, let's play a JRPG game, relaxing sound. Okay, so that we can have like a background music. It's just so weird for me to do all of this rates hierarchy.
From age 30, ang buto nagsisimula ng
Okay.
umupok.
Take
So I'm
out,
almost complete. I'm almost done here. Still trying to remember games that I've played and remember something that's memorable for me. Okay, again, I'm sorry for the ads. Okay, so my S tier would be Lunar Silver Star Story. It's my all-time favorite, so you cannot argue with me for that. I just feel like the storytelling of that game, how simple and beautiful that game is. It's so good, so beautiful. Like the cutscenes, the transition of the story, how you started just living in a small town and doing your own adventure, going to different town. Like the difference of one, like your very first town to the next town is so good. Like you came really from a province and you go to this really huge town there's so many things that you can do. So I just really love that game. No one can contest how much I love Lunar Silver Star Story. Tales of Abyss. It's one of those games that I'm really, really connected to the character, to Luke. How I mean, just the whole story of that game is so good that I really enjoy playing it. Zestria 2. I'd like to add the Tales of Zestria. I played this one. Okay, I played this one too. For some reason, I know there's there's not a lot of love on Tales of Zestria, but I really enjoy this one. Probably put it on my B tier or. Okay, what else? I played this one game in PC version, PC game, Square Enix. I also love that game. This one, Last Remnant. Oh my god. I love that game, The Last Remnant. Probably that's going to be on my A tier. I almost finished this game and I'm not sure what happened. I think this is also one of those games that's really hard to beat. And Last Remnant. Okay. So Last Remnant, I'm going to put it here on my A tier. Because I still remember the game and how the characters, even though that I think there's so many room for improvements on that game, but I'm really attached with the characters of of that game. Last Remnant. Zestria, it's going to be on my B tier. I really love the characters here, but the facing, the story, I'm not so sure about it. Like I get lost right away on the story of the game. This one I really love the Hoshigami, but just the the mechanics. I love how hard the battle is, but I cannot just compare it to these games right here. No matter how much I love this game, so I need to somehow look at the mechanics of the game. So again, it's really hard for me to decide. But this is my tier list. Devil Survivor is really memorable for me. Also scary at the same time, but I really love how they're able to give justice on the story of that game. It's creepy as hell, but you're just going to enjoy that game. Legend of Mana, there's so much beauty on this game. Like it feels like you're in a different world every time that you jump into a different place. And I love that you also have the capability to raise a monster. You have this big tree on your place wherein you can grow your crops. So it's so exciting to play that game. And the mere fact that it's also something that you can play with your friends, with your family, with your brothers and sisters is also fun to deal with. Like if that's your first time hearing that game and you suddenly go to the part wherein you can now play with another controller, that's really really exciting. Just gives me so much goosebumps on after I discovered that I can have like multiplayer on that game. Because again, like what I've told you, if you played this game before, you probably don't know what's the content inside it. If there's like a single player or multiplayer, or probably you're not going to have any idea what the game is about aside from the short synopsis at the back of the game and then very few screenshots on the game or the story of the game. So yeah. Okay, I probably need to think through of this, and let's see. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back, and let's see if I'm going to still remember some of the games that I played and might change this list a bit. Okay. Okay, how do I mute myself? I'll be back right away. Right. Okay, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. So yeah, we're back on our tier list here. So again, it's really hard for me to decide for or come up with this list. So again, these are the games that I played starting from 1995, which is like the year when I was born. Of course, I'm not playing that game before, but just would like to show you the range of the year wherein I'm getting all of this list. So these are the games that I played during those within the time frame, and basically that's my current lifetime right now. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but yeah. So these are the lists that I basically games that I played all throughout, other than 2025 or 2026, because those are like the most recent games that I probably replay these games, and I do have a different opinion on that game because of course I grew, and my perception on the games might be quite different. But this is how I would rank the games that I played. I'm still thinking the games that still that are memorable for me. But again, Lunar, Silver Star Story, that's my all-time favorite. I love the storytelling of that game. I love how we started in a small town, and it feels like adventure already. Like it already feels like an fantasy, but it's not overwhelming. I love how they introduce the characters at first. Like, okay, you have a small town here, and you have your guy named Alex, and then there's like a dragon that appears behind you. Oh, you know that is going to be full-blown adventure just by knowing that, or just by seeing that first scene. But it's not so overwhelming that, in the sense that it will tell you this and that, or give you this kind of characters, this kind of powers right away. It really started from very beginning. It really feels like an adventure. So that's why I totally love that game. And even how the costume was changed, like the outfit was changed, that for me is very memorable. Like, there will be certain part of the game wherein you improve your equipments or suits, because you know that you already reach a certain level. I'm not going to spoil anything, so that's all I can say. Like, I love how the storytelling is. You're going to connect with the characters, that's for sure, and how simple and beautiful the adventure is. Tales of Abyss, I love how playful the character is, like Luke, and then the combination of different characters on this game is really awesome. Like, for me, it's like a story wherein no one really outshine other characters. I think they complement all the characters really well, and that what makes this games really good. Like, they do have their own personality. Like, all of these characters showing here, it just blends really well on the story. That's really how I love this game. And for some reason, that's what I remember. Again, my rating for all of these games are based on what I remember. So if I'm rating it high, again, this would be my like probably 11 to 12-year-old me rating this game. And yeah, this is what I feel like the proper hierarchy of these games right now. So again, we're planning to play these games for 20, and not all of it on 2026. That might not be possible, right? But I promise to play more games for 2026, and I really have a lot of things in my mind right now on what to do on the stream. But of course, I'm not going to spoil you, but I really have a lot of plans. Planning to be more consistent as well, stream more hours, and improve our contents as well. Right now, I only have I think I only have 160 followers for Twitch, and then for YouTube, just less than 100. I'm planning to aim at least 1,000 followers for this year to 2026, and that's the reason I just would like to start the year right. And again, if we're able to play these games again, we're going to create a new list of this, and then we're just going to go back of this list. But let me see if I still can remember some of the games that really memorable for me. Again, games that I know really good that I did not add here would be like Final Fantasy series. Just because it does not connect to me when I was a kid before. What else? Like Xenogears. I played it, but it's not that much for me to able to for it to be really memorable for me. Chrono Trigger. I almost finished that game, I believe, but it doesn't connect with me. Also, not with most of the people because, of course, I know, arguably, Chrono Trigger is one of the best games, right? But if we play it again, maybe things will change, right? And how we're going to rate those games. Where did I put the Zestiria here? Okay, I put it on the B list. Okay. What else? Actually, Fable, if you've heard that game, I also love that game. But it's not considered as a JRPG like Fable. I love that game. Like game in PS1. There's still a lot of like just so many good games, right? On the retro, like the classic games. Really would like to play them. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to play like recent new game. One thing on my list would be the Metaphor. Of course, the Expedition 33. That's also on my list. We're also going to like the Octopath Traveler. Yeah. I'm still thinking we still have here that we don't have. We forgot to include. Okay, if you have any questions. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to play Final Fantasy or any game today. Also, my screen right now is flickering. For some reason, I don't know. I really hope it will stop doing this. For some reason, it flickers on a certain period of time. But sometimes also it works really good. So please work my screen. And yeah, I don't know if I made a mistake on plugging it in on a certain adapter or like power supply, but I decided to move it directly on the plug itself. But it's so weird for me if the cause of the problem would be the APC or like the power supply that I used to plug my old computer and monitors. That's so weird. The Final Fantasy Tactics Grimoire. I love this game. I'm not sure how would I rate this one. Creamer and Reef. Okay, this will be hard for me. I can't remember. I just realized I've finished a lot of DS games. Maybe because the DS version is much more easy to beat, right? Like on the actual console. Grimoire. Okay. But I'm not sure if I'm going to include it in my list. But it's also memorable for me. Even the Valkyrie profile in DS, I also finished that one. Breath of Fire. Okay. I'm just really excited to play all these games again. Hopefully we will have a time to play all of it, and then we're going to create our new list. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same as this, but let's see. Okay. So Wild Arms 5, main reason why it's on my tier D, like the lowest or at the bottom. I think this is like very memorable for me, the game, but for some reason I didn't get too far on the game, but I still remember it and I enjoyed it. But I just would like to remember the game, but it does not connect to me that much. Maybe because I haven't played it that long. But once we played it again, it might be a different story. I just love how the battle system in Wild Arms, like, I think it's a grid system, right? Battle system. Yeah, I just love the battle system. The grid one, the hexagon. So cool. The Sara Ocean, I also didn't add it here. There's also the Tales of Legends, Tales of Destiny. It's also I think the PS1 is the one that I played. This one, I love this game. Save image as. Okay. So Tales of Destiny, I'm also going to put it here. Including the Grimoire. Yeah. I feel like Tales of Destiny, there's so much potential on this game. I think it's my fault of not playing it that long enough for me to get into the characters and the story of the game. So that's why I'm putting out my C list. But again, it's really memorable and still special for me because I remember playing the one that was ported on the PC or the on the PC version, and it's very rare that you're going to see those games. There's also PC games that I played. I might not able to see it here. But there's this game that I play also in place on the computer version, and I think no one heard of that game, but I think it's also a cool game. It's a short game, RPG. I can't remember the name of the game, but this guy is also a good one. But I'm not going to add it here. But I think wait, I think that this Gaia Force. No, it's Gaia 3. Okay. Oh my god, I played this one too. I'm not sure if I played the 1 or the 2. Oh shoot. Yeah, I played this. This is really hard for me. I enjoy playing this one, and I know I finished this game. I also love the characters. But the world itself, I'm not so satisfied with the world, but the story, the connection to the characters is there. But the world itself, I need more. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on. Okay. Just put it here. The Digimon word, let's put it here. Okay. Same with Zestiria. Like, I love the characters in Tales of Zestiria, but again, the story or how they lead me from one part to another, I don't think it's that smooth for me to continue progress and get hooked on playing the game. So I think that's what missing in Zestiria. Like, the characters are so good. I really love the characters in Tales of Zestiria. But there's just something missing on the world itself. That's also the same thing with this Gaia. Like, I'm not sure if this guy or this Gaia, but the characters are also so good that you feel so connected with them. But just the world itself, it doesn't connect with me as much as the other games. Legend of Dragoon, again, it's considered as one of the best games of most of the players, but when I played it, I haven't played it that much, so it's also my fault. But yeah, maybe if I play that again, it might be placed in a little bit higher on my tier list. So again, these are the games that I played when I was like a little kid. So some of it I finished everything. Some of these games I only play quite a bit, but it's still memorable for me. And some of the games I probably play it halfway, or some of it I played it almost done beating the game, but for some reason I'm not able to totally finish it. So again, these are the games that I love already. So if it's already on my tier list, these are the games that's special for me. Okay, let me think more. The Tactics Ogre, also that game that I played that only for a few hours. Manakimia. I think I love that game. Okay. Not sure if trying to remember. What's the Mana Kimia one? I can't remember which Mana Kimia that I played. Ah. Oh my god, it looks like an anime. It reminds me of a certain anime. Also like the Persona 4. It's also one of those games that I love, but for some reason, it's not so special for me or memorable for me. Like I finish it, but it's not enough for me to add on my list. I think I need to play this one again. I'd like to add it on my list because I remember I've enjoyed playing this game. I just I'm not so sure if which version, this one or the second, because it's almost the same when I look at it. This one. Probably it's the first one. Yeah, probably it's the first one. I can't remember this. Okay, I'm just going to add the Mana Kimia. This one. I remember finishing that game, but I can't remember anything, but I feel like I've enjoyed it. That's why I'd like to add it on my list, including the Tales of Legendia. This one too. I also finished this one. For some reason, they're just games that I've finished that doesn't mean that you finish the game that you will add it on your top tier list, right? I think there are just games that it's easy for you to finish and hard for you to finish when you're a kid or just a little kid, right? Okay, but I might just add them on the tier D list. Okay, because for me they are very memorable, but there's I can't remember something special about, or like I can't remember like a scene wherein I get so hooked on the game. So that's why I'm going to add it on my tier list, but not going to place them really high. Because unlike on the C list, like I know that I've enjoyed these games, but they're just lacking in terms of some of the mechanics. That's maybe the reason that a lot of people doesn't find it good too, or nice to, or that's why there's a lot of people haven't heard about the game. But I really enjoyed it. The one in the C list. Mm. I'm actually considering putting the Hoshigami above or go it to the B list. Because that one was really special for me. Okay, this might be controversial, but I like to put it here. I'm not sure. I might get so hooked with the idea that all of my teammates will die if I'm not going to properly position them in battle. Just made me feel that I'm responsible for all of them in every battle. Because again, in Hoshigami, like if one of your main characters die in a battle, they will die forever. I'm not sure if because of that, it gives me a certain responsibility and attachment to the characters. That's why I really remember it a lot, even though that that no one knows about the game, to be honest. Last Remnant, I just really love the gameplay. It's so weird. The gameplay of this one is so weird, but I love how the weirdness of the game. And the characters. There's so much depth on the characters of these games. If there's just one missing on this part, would be the world itself. I just need to have a better world understanding on how you're going to explain the lore of this world. Again, Kingdom Hearts, arguably I could put this on S tier. It's just that I haven't played it that much or haven't finished it. It's also one of those games that are really hard for me when I was a kid, so that probably might be the reason. That's why I haven't progressed a lot on this game. The Sky version, I think this one, there's a possibility that I can put it on the S tier list. Just the storytelling of the Sky version, it's so insane. And the mere fact that compared to the S tier games here, wherein there's like a cutscene already, this is just created on a DS, like a very small console. I think this is worth to be put on my S tier list. Okay, I'm just basing it on on how I feel about that game during that time. Because I remember there's a certain part in this game where basically that everyone hates us and we're just on our own. Wait, I think that's a red version. I don't know. Just would like to give it that way. The Final Fantasy Tactics, I think this one could be put a bit higher, but I can't remember the story of the game. That's one of the reasons. Okay, what else? The Sword of Mana, I played it also, but same with other games, I haven't get so much of it. It doesn't connect me that much, but right, so should I just save it now? Okay. So for my S tier, I have Lunar, Silver Star Stories, Tales of Abyss, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I just feel like the story of this game and the characters are so good. And the storytelling and the world building is so beautiful that they're just on my top tier list. On my 8th tier, there are probably one or two missing, but I still love everything about these games. So the Devil Survivor, it's one of those games that sometimes stop playing just because it gets really creepy and scary. So it just gives you a different feel on that game. Legend of Mana, I cannot stop playing this game before, and I just love that there's so many things that you can do on this game. There's so many different worlds that you can explore, different characters that you can recruit, and the mere fact that this is like a 2-player RPG game makes it really beautiful. Radiant Historia, there's just certain part of this game wherein you feel so connected with the characters that there's something bad happened to them, you really would like to go back to previous time. And it's so fun that you can go back from this timeline to this timeline. It's just so unique, and I can just like put them on the A list. I can just like ignore about this game. But this one, I could put it on a S tier. It's just that I can't remember exactly who's like the characters are. That's my problem on this game. Again, the storyline, the world itself is so good, but I can't remember the characters so much in this game. But again, I'm judging all of this game based on what I remember, based on my memory. So if I play this game when I was like elementary, probably my elementary self will be the one who's doing the rating for this game. If I play this on high school or in college, that younger self of me is the one who's doing the rating for me, for this tier list. Okay, because again, I just recently started playing again, but I haven't played that much. But we might have another list once we've able to start playing all of these games again. Kingdom Hearts 2, I would like to put it really high because I remember watching this game. I know this is also played by my brothers, and just by watching the game, I really so immersed on the game itself, even though I'm just like watching behind of them. But I also have a chance to play it from scratch, but it's so hard for me to finish it. For some reason, it's not beginner friendly kind of game. And also my patience back then is that it's not so big that or not so long wherein if I'm having a hard time with the game, I'll do my best to like beat it. No, like if I'm having a hard time before, I'm seriously going to just look for a different game and play another game right away. So that's why I appreciate Hoshigami, because it's one of those games that's really hard, but for some reason I don't mind the grinding. So and the battles also. The same with Last Remnant. This is a game that I almost finished. I think I only have few more stages or bosses that need to fight, but it gets really hard and I stuck almost at the end of the game. Right? So this is probably would be my tier list for now. I'm still trying to remember Jade Cocoon. It's also a good game. I started it. It looks promising too, but I haven't played it that much that I'd like to put it on my list. What else? For sure there's still missing here, but I don't know what to add next or what to put, but let's see. Well, let me download this one. Okay, so this would be my list. Okay, this is my first time doing a tier list for JRPG. It's so fun to do. I might do it every year, and next time I probably rating the games that I played. So there's no bias on it because I just recently played those games. Just right now, I think this is very memorable list for me. Okay, my S tier would be Lunar, Tales of Abyss, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky version. A tier would be Devil Survivor, Legend of Mana, Kingdom Hearts, Last Remnant, and Hoshigami. I think I can put Shadow Hearts Covenant on much higher place. Just realized there's a lot of DS version here. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, DS, Game Boy. Star Ocean 2. I also would like to add Star Ocean here. Brigandine, I'm not sure if I'm... PS1. Brigandine, and how do I also love this game. Okay, this is very addictive. I think this deserves to be on a much higher tier, but the problem with this one, it does not have like a lot of impact for me. Okay, let me update my list. Okay. Okay, this might be my list. For some reason, I put Legend of Dragoon higher than the Chrono Cross. Just because when I remember playing the Legend of Dragoon, it's really exciting. While Chrono Cross, it's very linear for me. Like I amazed with the cutscenes, with the characters, but it's so linear for me. Like it doesn't feel that much on what's happening on the world itself. But on Legend of Dragoon, like there's so much things that's happening based on what I remember. So I put it a little bit high compared to Chrono Cross. But then again, all of these games are really good and they're really best at their own rights. So yep. Brigandine, I remember playing this game. It's very addictive. I might just put it, but it's not enough for me to put it on a high list kind of thing, because let's just put it on the lowest part, because it's not those games that you're going to remember, but it's really great game, right? Okay. What else do we need to do here? Right now, my monitor is flickering. Please work. Please stop doing that. There you go. Ah. Yeah, I just really hope my monitor stops flickering because it hurts so much to look at it. Yeah. So right now I can't think of anything that I can add on my list. I hope this is like so far this is my like JRPG list. It's very spontaneous again. I haven't really thought about it. I just would like to create a tier list of all the games that I played all throughout. So this is probably all the games that I played that I remember that's very special for me. Even though I put them on the low type of games, they're still special for me. So that's all I want to say. And yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this might change, especially if we're able to play more games like what I promised for 2026. We're going to be more consistent on how we stream and how we play games, and hopefully we can start playing on original console. I'm really planning to buy the original console and start streaming from there. I don't know what will be the setup would look like, but I'm really excited to do that. So these are the games that I played when I was a little kid, and again, this is all based from my memory, what I remember, and my experience as a little kid back then, right? So sometimes they say, like, if you play these games, or if you were playing before when you're a kid, there's a high chance that you put your imagination is really make it more beautiful. That's why a lot of games or your favorite games comes from your childhood, right? That's what they say. Even the PlayStation 1, like the Monster Rancher game, I also would like to put it here, but I think so far these games are really good on its own. Like this list are already good on its own. It's like a decent list already we're in. If you're looking for a good game to play, even the Threads of Fate. Let me add the Threads of Fate here. Actually, I would like to add the Fable. It's not technically like a JRPG, but there's so much magic on that game too. And it's not even turn-based. It's one of those action RPGs that I get hooked to, and that's so very unusual because my type of game is really more on turn-based RPG games. So let me add Fable. And yeah, I happen to play the Fable version of Fable, so I think it's just right for me to have a very huge list because it's basically like all the games that I played and remember. That's memorable for me. So Okay, there you go. So fun. Okay, so yeah, I think this is my list right now, and I think it's quite cool, right? And it's very unique. I think all of us, like all RPG or JRPG people, they should have their own kind of list. It doesn't need to match on anyone's standard. It just feels unique if you have your own set of lists, right? Hmm. So I'm still trying to remember if there are games that's very special for me, that I find it really fascinating, like the way it builds a story, and just trying to recall all of the games that I played. Hmm. All right. So right now, I'm not as for sure. I cannot play Final Fantasy 9. Hmm. I just would like to work on this list. This is my own list, so all of games on this list probably have special place for me. Even though that they are on the tier D, they might be just something missing, but I still remember those games, so probably I still love it, right? Because again, there are games that I did not add here, like let's say Chrono Trigger, that's for sure really good based on others' feedback. I also played Chrono Trigger and played it quite a lot too, but I cannot just get into the Chrono Trigger world. But it might just me, and I might just play it again for me to totally feel it. And Tales of Legenza. Oh my god, that game is so good. I can't even remember the story of that game, but damn that. Tales of Ligaya. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. This is also very memorable for me. I can't get quite with the details of the game. I just have the feeling that I enjoy playing this one. For some reason, I remember there's like a cheat code in here, which is something that probably reason that I haven't played it, because there's like some sort of a cheat code that you can do. Not sure if that's accurate, but I enjoy the world of this game. But let me just put it here. Fable here. Yeah. Right. What else should I add here? right. This is really fun to do. I didn't realize that I'm going to enjoy creating my own list. But then again, even though we're just targeting retro games, I'm planning to play updated games too, like the recent games such as Metaphor, The Obscure, Expedition 33, Triangle Strategy. Those are the games on my list. And for this year, 2026, I think I do have much more time compared to other years. So if you're following my stream, you will know that I really give up some of my other tasks, such as teaching, doing lectures. So I used to teach lectures for universities, mainly for network or computer networks. If you guys heard that, I also put step that put away or set that aside for now, and focusing on the things that I feel like I'd like or I love to do. So right now I only have one work in the network industry, and then I'm also doing a lot of streams as well and start collecting or doing my collections for these retro games. Again, these are all my lists. And then after this one, after I'm done with my list, uh what's this? Like what's the number of this? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 33 games. Oh my god. I think this is one of the obscure best JRPG of all time. Like the variation is totally different. I would like to keep adding flavors on this game. I'm thinking yeah, I'm thinking to add more. Wait. Okay, PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, PSP. I only played few PSP games. PS2, DS version. I have Ni no Kuni. Okay. Okay, Ni no Kuni is a good one. It's one of the games that I'm able to finish from start to finish. Okay. Okay, let me add it here. There's also one game that I start playing in PS3, but my PlayStation 3 just got broken during that time. So I'm not able to play a lot of PlayStation 3 games, so it's quite sad for me. Oh my god. I cannot put this on my A tier list. It's just like a different vibe already. And the time that I played this Ni no Kuni, I'm already old. So there's just a different feeling of nostalgia, so it might be a little bit less here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Game Boy Final Fantasy Tactics is also a good one. Oh, okay, I'll be back. Still going to think. Then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, I think that's going to be our list. Let's see the presentation mode if what's this about. Normal view. What? All of my images. Okay, that's kind of sad. Hmm. Square images, landscape crop. Presentation mode. Wow, there's a background music of Lunar. Okay, so at least I've saved it. I believe so. This is our list of best JRPG games that I've played and that I remember. So again, I'm basing just on how I remember the game. I don't care about what other people say about their top tier games or what's the norm or what's the common. Okay. Oh, it is really very diverse. I'm looking at the console. Okay, so this is like DS version. This is PlayStation 1, PlayStation. I'm looking at top 10 of my top 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So we have 3 in DS version. We also have 1, 2, 3 in PlayStation version, and we have 3 for PlayStation 2 version and 1 for this is actually Xbox but I played the one in PC version. So I think we've got really good mix of games here. Now I'd like to present this one because I need to put this one in a clip. So I'm not sure how will I do this, but let me see if I have got a PowerPoint. I'm not sure if this is the best place. Top 9. Top 10. Then I'll start with, okay, let me look at my list again. So my updated list, top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 would be Radiant Historia. Okay. Let me grab the picture first. So I'm going to put it on a presentation mode, and then I'm going to give what's the reason behind of those games that I put it on my top list. And just very short list. And then again, once we've I really love this list. Okay. One thing that I forgot is that this one is pretty much not in order. Let's just skip it this way. Okay, top 10. My top 9 is Hoshigami. Okay. A lot of people would hate me for putting Hoshigami on top 9. Well, because there's a lot of people who hate Hoshigami. Let's be real. Can I have the same? Top 9. Wow. Okay, so again, this is just based on my memory. So I really did not thought about this one, but what I feel like about these games during the time that I played it. So if I played this one when I was like in high school, that's going to be like my 12-year-old me deciding or giving the rating of these games. So this is like my rating overall as I play my games, or as my JRPG journey maybe. Okay, top 8. Okay, this is 1, 2, and 3. But 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think this is a good list already. Maybe subconsciously I just decided which one to go first. So my top 8 is Shadow Hearts Covenant. Wow. I really love this. I don't know it's going to be as fun as this one. Our top 7 is Last Remnant. Oh my god, just love the characters of this game. But I really would like to have it to have a better, better storyline on the game. I mean, better world. Like I'd like to explore more. Let's see. I have very obscure list of top RPG games, I swear. Oh my god. But that excites me, so just going to do it anyway. Because already here. Top 10, 9, 8, 7. So 6 is with Final Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. Let's go. Top 7, duplicate side. Top 6. My 6 is Legend of Mana. Okay. I love this. Let's go with this one. Looks like a CD. And our top 5. Hope I can present it in a good way later on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Devil Survivor. Again. Okay. Just choose these. Top 4. Wait, top 4, top 3, top 3. Oh my god, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh my god. A lot of people will hate me. Top 3. And top 2 would be Tales of Abyss. Oh my god. But I just love the variation of this. The games are the least that I have. So, anyway. Top 2 and our all-time favorite would be Lunar Silver Star Story. Though I really love the part 2 as well, I just did not include it here. Lunar. Right, there you go. Okay, top 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I think I already have my list. Put it in the middle. And then slideshow, from current slideshow. Setup slideshow, window screen, and then right. Okay. All right. So I already have my top 10 JRPG game of all time since 1995 to 2024. So these are the games that I really love. And again, the way I rate this is based on my memory and what I feel during those times. And for me, these are the top 10 games of all time. Okay, so of course, I haven't played all the games. So for sure, I cannot add all the games here. I also did not add Final Fantasy, did not connect to me as much. Chrono Trigger, Breath of Fire. There's a lot of beautiful games that I know there's a lot of fans already. But again, these are my top 10 JRPG of all time since 1995 to 2024. Okay, so my top 10 would be Radiant Historia, and this one is in a DS. And what I really love this game is the execution of the story, that it gives you different timeline and what will happen here, and you're just so attached with the characters that sometimes if there's something bad happen to them, you really would like to go back to previous times. So that's what I feel about the game. My top 9 is Hoshigami. For this one, it's very controversial. A lot of people hate this game and only few people know about this game too, but I'm so hooked on the story of this game, and for some reason, I feel so responsible in every characters of the game. I'm not sure because of the battle mechanics of the game. Like for example, if your main characters die in a battle, they will die forever. Like you cannot use them on the next battle. That's how crazy the battle mechanics is. But I really love the game. I'm so attached or connected with the characters. And yeah, that's my top 9 game of all time. Top 8 would be Shadow Hearts Covenant. One of the hardest game that I played, but I really, really enjoyed this one. The animation, the cutscenes, it's quite different to the games that I played because it's quite dark and deep. But there's so much story in this game. That's why I really love it. And up until now, I still remember this game. And top 7, Last Remnant. There's just something about this game. The characters on this game, the interaction between them, the world is quite different. I love the reptilians, half human, half reptilians kind of thing. And the boss battle are crazy. The battle mechanics, so hard to understand, but I really love it. And yeah, I feel so connected with the characters too. And Kingdom Hearts would be my top 6, the one in PlayStation 2. There's just something about this game that whenever I heard about the music, the world itself, that you're going to this place and you've heard the background music, it just feels so different. So I totally love this game. Legend of Mana, that's my top 5 of the game. I just love how many things that we can do on this game. We raise a monster, we raise a chocobo, we feed it, we have our own place. There are so many characters, and back then, if you're playing this one back in the PlayStation 1 era, it's so fascinating to realize that there's like a multiplayer mode for an RPG game. That's so unusual, and there's just different kind of feeling when that happens to you. And of course, the design of this game it's crazy. It's so good. And my top 4 would be Devil Survivor, Shin Megami. This one is on the DS, and there's a lot of, I think this is somehow related to Persona, but much more darker. And what I love about this game, this is like scary as hell. Like I can still remember that playing this game, I still there's this time wherein I need to stop playing the game because it gets so creepy and scary. So that's the main reason I love this game. I just love how the story is. And imagine like you're seeing the timers of people around you, and if you see a lot of timer with one, you know that there's so going bad to happen. So that's my top 4. Just really love the game and how scary it is, creepy it is. Again, this is the only game that I play and stop playing the game because it gets so creepy and scary. That's all I want to say. Top 3 would be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So my top 3 is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorer of Sky. There's just really different thing about Mystery Dungeon. I love the story of every Mystery Dungeon, and there will be just certain part of this one that you're going to be doing an adventure and cannot go back to your place. That feels quite a adventure to me. Like it gives you a different kind of feeling that I cannot go back to my own place, stuff like that, and I just need to finish all of this succeeding missions in order for me to go back to my place. There's just times like that which I feel like makes it really feel like an adventure. And Tales of Abyss, my second best JRPG of all time would be Tales of Abyss. I feel like the characters of this game just blends really well. Like if there's a game that does not overpower one character to another, this is a game. Like they're just so different, but if they are together, they just really blend well. And because of that, you just love all the characters in the game and looking forward what will be the next adventure, what will be the next battle, what's the next mission, and you just continue playing the game. And my all-time favorite would be Lunar Silver Star Story. I still remember when I'm playing this one that the first scene would be you're going in to the hill and there will be a dragon behind you, like a small dragon behind you that tells you right away, okay, this is going to be an exciting adventure. Just really give you like on the first part of the scene, it will already tell you that okay, this will be fun and exciting, right? So that's what I remember about this game. And that concludes my top 10 JRPG of all time. Right? Okay. Okay, that's all for my presentation. I think I'm all good for today's stream. I made a lot of progress already. I'm just going to save this one. Okay. And I'm also might end the stream right here. Thank you so much everybody for being on the stream, for always supporting me. I know there's only few of you, but yeah, thank you so much for supporting me. And I'm continue going to play more stream, improve our content, and hopefully I can start playing these games again, and probably we can start giving a rating of all of this game. Again, this is my first time, so please forgive me. I might forget some of the games that I really enjoy and might not be added here, but this is what I remember so far. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the night, or enjoy the rest of the day. Again, thank you so much and have a good one. That concludes our stream for today.